2,600 degrees, proper safety habits. Don't do this at home. Do you ever wonder how much damage you're doing to your hair when you use heat on it? Is that heat protectant actually working and protecting your hair, or is your hair still getting ruined by the heat? Today, we're answering that exact question by testing out these heat protectants. But since it's hard to see damage on hair, we're gonna use something that burns very easily, and that is bread. Let's start out with the first heat protectant that shows up on Ulta.com, Olaplex 7. Personally, I don't think of oils as heat protectants, but because this comes up first on Ultra, we're gonna try it out. Basically, what you do is you run it over your hair and hope that it protects from heat. Let's see how it goes. All right, so I'm just applying the oil, putting it on my hands first, and then applying to the bread the exact way that I would do it with hair, over and over and over. Use the knife a little bit to kind of help spread it out. And then we're gonna put this in the toaster. Down she goes. All right, so you can see here, this is actually the Olaplex 7 side, and it is actually more burned than the other side. I'm not really sure what to think about that. It makes sense that oil makes things hotter. We know that in a pan and you put oil on, it actually strengthens it. Do I wanna say the Olaplex 7 is a complete fraud in terms of heat protection? I'm not going there yet. It really doesn't matter or not, because you should never, ever, ever be using oil as a heat protectant in the first place. With heat protection, you need to get full coverage. And if you put this all over your entire hair, it's gonna be a total grease bucket and it's gonna be gross. The next day, you're gonna have to wash it out. That's not what heat protection is about. If you take the time to heat style your hair, you should get a couple days out of that style. It should be fresh and bouncy and light and look good for days. If you're washing and heat styling your hair every day, like you would have to do if you're actually getting full coverage with this, you're wasting a lot of time and traumatizing your hair. Don't use oil as a heat protectant. Moving on to the next test, one of the easiest ways to completely fry your hair with heat is to believe the labels on your products. Hair commandment number 8, never trust the labels. I want you to think of labels as a used car salesman. They're gonna say whatever they have to tell you to get you to buy the product. They're not on your side. Products will add a ton of extra benefits on the label just to get you to buy them. It doesn't mean that they actually do a good job of giving you those benefits. They want you to pick up the bottle, look at the label and say, oh, heat protection. I can just not use my heat protectant anymore because this will protect me. But don't be fooled, because it does not work like that. They will not protect your hair from heat. This is a really good example. This is Pureology Color Fanatic Leave-In Conditioner. It is an absolutely amazing leave-in conditioner. But they also put on the back that it protects from heat. So is this label lying? Does it actually have good heat protection? We'll be the judge of that. Let's try it out on some toast. All right, so we applied the Pureology, but we didn't want to leave it wet because just being wet can give some heat protection. So we dried it off with the blow dryer and then plopped it in the toaster. All right, so this is the Pureology side and this is the side with nothing on it. We're seeing 2 tests in a row here where the side with the product actually heats up faster and gets more burned than the other. And that is because the Pureology also has oil in it. Oil actually helps things heat up more quickly, so it makes total sense that this would actually have more crisp brown on it than the regular bread. The Pureology looks like it may have given some protection in some places, but not so much in the place where the oil was. So again, what we're getting from this test is that it does not actually add very much heat protections. Oils, leave-in conditioners, not heat protectants. I don't care what they say on the label. Moving on to our next test, I want to see if when we blow dry or use a blow dry brush, how much are we able to protect our hair with a blow dry cream. A lot of people destroy their hair by using a blow dryer or blow dry brush without any heat protection. Let's see if they use this Redken's Big Blowout, would it have saved their hair or would their hair have still been destroyed? All right, so we got 2 pieces of toast here. I'm putting Redken on just one of them, so we'll see if there's any difference between it and the other side that had no protection. Piece size them out. This feels so weird doing this. How often do you massage bread? Do your job. so we finally have something that actually works. You can see it definitely didn't get as burned on this side as it did on this side. Finally, heat protection at its finest. So please, promise me, anytime you use a blow dryer or a blow dry brush, you need to be using a blow dry cream. It's gonna make your hair much shinier. It's gonna come out a million times better. It's gonna last much longer, and it's gonna be much healthier because it's not gonna get damaged by heat. For our next test, we're gonna go head to head. These are two heat protectants that are supposed to protect you up to 450 degrees. This purple OGX is a drugstore dupe. This is a really cheap version, and this is actually what I recommend all my clients to get. This is Redken Hot Sets 22. We use this anytime we use an iron on the hair. So we're gonna see drugstore versus professional and see which one gives the best results. All right, so we're spraying the OGX on the left side, and then on the right side, we are doing the Redken Hot Sets 22. All right, so I gotta say, I'm actually really impressed by the OGX because it did just as good of a job. You really can't tell except for the places that I forgot to apply this stuff to. They basically look exactly the same. Congratulations, OGX. But that is not the end of the story for these two heat protectants. This, which I've used before, is actually really sticky in the hair. It weighs it down. So while it will protect your hair will not burn if you use this, but it will get dirty in like a day or two. It's not gonna feel fresh, light, and bouncy. It's gonna feel producty. You're gonna be able to feel it in your hands. It's not gonna have that fresh feeling. Where this can go in your hair, you brush it right through and never even know it's there. If you have problems with these kind of heat protectants and they still feel like they're in your hair, it's because you're going super close and putting in way too much on there. You don't need to use that much. If you use a tiny amount, spray it from way back so you get a fine mist, you'll never even know it's in your hair. All right, so we've seen that heat protection does work to some extent, but I wanna try something a little bit crazy to see how much it actually works. Does it protect a little bit, or can it protect you against the fire of a blowtorch? This is the most heavy-duty heat protectant that I have. This is what we use in my salon every day. I don't recommend you buy this. It's overkill and heavy-duty for you, so you don't need to use it, but this is what we're gonna be testing next. If this can protect a delicate piece of bread from a blowtorch, it can definitely protect your hair from heat. Let's see how it goes. I have no idea how this is gonna go down. I've never used one of these things in my life, so this is the last time you ever hear from me. I love you guys. This thing burns at 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like 5 times higher than any iron you've ever seen in your life. And we're about to try it out on some bread with my favorite heat protectant. 2,600 degrees, proper safety habits. Don't do this at home. All in all, I can't really complain. This is not that bad at all. It's got a little bit of black stuff on it, but for 2,600 degrees, which you will never ever be using on your hair, I hope, it's really not that bad. What else can you ask for? I hope you had fun watching all our shenanigans today, but if you're about to go out and buy a heat protectant, stop right now. You need to know which one to get and how to use it. They're actually not that easy to use, so please check out this next video. It'll go through everything and show you the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Have a good one, guys.